Yup. So we were dealing about potentiometer, right? So what is actually a potentiometer? Potentiometer is used to find the voltage, right? For finding the voltage it is used. So first let me complete the diagram. Yeah. So basically it is a wire. This yellow orange line is a wire, and we are going to calculate the potential potential of this cell, okay, having an internal resistance R, and we are supplying a voltage of V volts to the circuit, right? Here are 10 divisions: 1 2 3 4 5. Now 6 7 8 9 10. Actually this 10 should be over here, right? This 9 and this is 10, right? And this is 0. Easy. So this is wire. EMF to be calculated, right? And it is internal resistance galvanometer, right? So basically what we will do, we will find the EMF of this cell, right? Now look, I have made a technical mistake in this diagram. Here it is negative terminal, so here, so proper potentiometer, for making it for proper potentiometer, both the cells should have, the known and unknown should have the same polarity attached with each other. So if it is positive, then it should be positive. If it is negative, it should be negative. So rather we will do this, right? So now it's okay, right? Then only we can find the real EMF behind it, correct? So suppose the total length is 10 meters, or L, in general L, or 10 meters. This is L1, this is L minus L1, right? This is L minus L1, total is L, and it is L1, so it is L minus L1. Everything is sorted. Now we have to find the EMF. A new term you will listen over here, that will is voltage gradient. Voltage gradient, right? Now what is voltage gradient? Voltage gradient is, gradient means per unit length, and basically it is a decreasing factor, basically a decreasing factor. What does it means, basically a decreasing factor? It means, first understand what is voltage gradient. You have learned that day, voltage gradient is the voltage drop. What is the voltage drop from here to here, from this point to this point? Forget about this circuit. From this point to this point, the voltage drop is V volts, right? So whole voltage drop is V volts. Okay, in how much length? In how much length V is distributed? In L length. So what is voltage per unit length? It means V by L. Okay, voltage drop across that length and across a length divided by that length. It is actually V by L is actually, remember this, voltage drop across a length of the same wire, right? It's not L1, right? It's L. Correct. So what does it means? It means that the voltage is decreasing. Suppose overall voltage, now take example, overall voltage was 200 volt, right? And the length of the wire is 10 meter. So what will be the voltage gradient? It will be 200 by 10. It means 20 volt per meter. It is voltage gradient. Okay, 20 volt per meter. It is voltage gradient, means for every meter 20 volt is decreasing. Look at over here, it is 200 volt. Over here it is, how much it will be? 180. Over here 160. Over here it will be 140. Here it will be 120. Here it will be 100. Here it will be 80. Sorry, right, I've done anything wrong. 80, 60, 40, 20, 10, again 80. Okay, right, 60, 40, 20, and this was not 10, this was 10, and it is 0. 20 minus 10, 0, right? So you can see that voltage is decreasing 20 volt per meter, and we have observed this practically. Okay, every meter it is decreasing 20 volts. That is what voltage gradient means. For every meter, how much voltage is decreasing? For every meter length, how much V is decreasing, right? How much V is decreasing, right? This is voltage gradient, right? So if this is voltage gradient, then okay, what are the uses we are having for this voltage gradient? Now look, we will use it in finding voltage. Okay, now suppose if you have learned voltage gradient and have understood, then you can answer this simple question very well, which I am going to tell you, but you should think of it while I am making the diagram, that what my motive is to ask, right? Suppose there is a, oops, sorry, here it is. So it is internal resistance, it is connected to a galvanometer, and here it is, right? Suppose it is the 5th point, it's 0th, and it's 10th, and it's 10 meter over here, 10 meter wire, right? It is 200 volt, same as the previous case. Okay, now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Proper 10 divisions are there, and the diagram is also clear. Right. So from voltage gradient we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from voltage gradient we know that, suppose the galvanometer, and we know that every meter voltage is decreasing by 20 volts. Okay, what is V by L over here? voltage gradient is 200 by 10. 200 by 10, it is 20 V per meter, right? So voltage is decreasing 20 volts per meter. Okay, so how much voltage is there in over here in second point? How much voltage is there? It is, if it is 200, it is 180, it is 160. If I ask is over here how much is there, if it is 160, then 20 20 20 more 60 less, then what will be it? 160, it will be 140, it will be 120, it will be 100, right? So by this way you can calculate, right? Suppose it is a high voltage, it is not 10 meter and the calculations are not easy, right? So how will you then calculate? It will be a tedious process then. Okay, we can calculate it. Now if you have understood that every meter we go proceed from right to left, there is a decrease in some voltage, that is 20 volt per meter over here in this case, right? So suppose the galvanometer is showing us null deflection, showing null deflection. It should show null deflection to find this EMF value, right? So suppose it is showing us null deflection at which point? Fifth point. So if I want to calculate the voltage on fifth point directly, so how can I calculate? It is voltage per unit length. This is the voltage gradient, obviously. And in how much length? This, what is this L1? What is this L1? It is into L1. What is this? 200 by 10 into, what is this L1? It is 50. 10 meters. 50 means 5 meters, right? So into 5. Overall meter is 10. Okay, so 200 into 5, it is 100 volt. Look, we have found it is 100 volt. So basically what we are doing, it is in volts, right? And we were finding the voltage at 0.5. Okay, so V by L into L1. L1 is distance from 0 point to 0 voltage point to that voltage, right? Correct? Understood? Now what? Now how can I say that if this galvanometer is showing me null deflection, then the EMF is same as what we are experiencing and calculating over here, right? So when G shows null, what happens at that time? When G shows null, what happens? It means no current is flowing, right? No current is flowing. Okay, it means equipotential points. What is meant by equipotential? Same potential points, right? So now we will understand over here. Suppose here it is 100 volts, right? And it is 0 over here, right? If this is 0, this is 0, right? This is 0. Over here it is also 0. This point is 0. Now a gain of E voltage is there. So over here plus E, right? A gain of E voltage is there. It is plus E. Now no current, it's plus E. No current, it's plus E. Plus E, it's also plus E. Now what is plus E? It is 100, right? So if galvanometer shows no deflection, then we can say that E is the same as the voltage at the point of null deflection. Understood? We will understand it once again, right? So what I have told, suppose there is a circuit. This is the wire. this is the required EMF we want to calculate, and this is its internal resistance. It is connected to a galvanometer, and galvanometer is showing null deflection at this point. And what is this point? It's fifth point, so it's 0th point. It's not 0th value, its point number is 0. Okay, it's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4, it's 5, it's 6, it's 7, it's 8, it's 9, it's 10th. It's 10th value, right? Suppose overall length L is 10 meter. Okay, so what is L1 over here? L1 is 5 meter. You can see very well in the diagram, right? What is L1 5 meter? What is L1? Length at which null deflection happened, right? So by calculating it, we understood that V by L is 20 volt per meter. It means 20 volt is decreasing per meter. Okay, and by that method, when we decrease 20 20 20 20, we found that V5 is 100 volts, right? So now I was explaining you that suppose it's E and it's R, right? Our motive here is to calculate the E. Motive: calculate E, right? So E, how, if I am saying that if galvanometer is showing null deflection, then it means null deflection. It means no current is flowing. If no current is flowing means equipotential points. So let's see if it is or not. If V5 is 100 volt, then is it true that E is also 100 volt? Let's see. It is 200, it is 0. I have made you understood that day. 200 volt can be written as plus 0. Oh, 0 volts plus and minus 0 has not significance, and plus 200 volt. Potential difference is 200 volts, right? So it is 0 volts over here. If it is 0 volts, and it is also 0 volts because no current is flowing and there is no resistance over here. From up to this point it is 0 volts. Now from here to here, from here to here up to here, it has no resistance and there is no current, as galvanometer is showing null deflection. So up to this point it is 0 volt, right? Since it is 0. Okay, now while going from this point to this point, suppose it's A point to B point, we have an increase in voltage of E volts. So V voltage is E volts. As no current is flowing, it's also E volts, because if I would be there, then only E minus IR will be there. There is no current, as galvanometer is clearly showing null deflection, right? So by crossing it is also E, no potential change. So if it is E, no change, since it is connecting wires, no change. It's also E, every point it's E, and what's E? It's V5, and what's V5? It's 100, right? So I made you understood practically why E is 100. Okay, and how we can found V5 100? Either go by decreasing every meter by the voltage gradient, or by directly calculating. How we can directly calculate it? We can directly calculate it by a simple thing. Suppose V by L is voltage gradient, okay, and we want the V5, okay, V5 we want. So V5 is voltage gradient, decrease in voltage per unit length into that length. That much decrease will be there, and if that much decrease is there, that point will be of that, look, 100 voltage difference is there, that is 100 volts, right? So what is V by L? 200 by 10. And what is L1 over here? It is 5 meters, right? So it gives us 20 into 5, 100 volts directly. Actually what we are doing over here, voltage by meter into meter, we are actually finding V5, it should be in volts, so final answer is in volts. Okay, voltage gradient, voltage gradient into length. What length? This length, right? Understood.